A massive iron anchor swings back and forth above 3 players. Every wrong answer sends it lower. If they win, they'll take home 100 billion yen. Jack, Ben, and Mike are strapped to execution platforms. In front of them are 26 letters, each tied to a different question. A correct answer earns points that raise the anchor. A wrong answer earns points that lower it. After several rounds, Jack notices something strange. No matter how their scores change, the anchor barely moves. Then Ben picks the letter N, and the hidden rule is finally revealed. Among the 26 questions, 6 are special anchor questions. Regular questions only build up points. The anchor doesn't actually move until someone lands on an anchor question. Get one right, and all the accumulated upward points take effect. Get one wrong, and every upward point is erased. Then the anchor drops based on all the downward points they've collected. Unfortunately, the first anchor question goes to Ben. He's asked what appears on the back of the 1,000 yen bill. Ben remembers a crane. The correct answer is Mount Fuji and cherry blossoms. The anchor immediately drops 1 level. It doesn't hit them, but Jack notices something else. The known anchor letters are A and N. If the 6 letters aren't random, they could spell one word, Anchar. That means Jack can now avoid the dangerous questions before they're chosen. There's just one problem. The rules forbid anyone from giving the player an answer. So when Ben is about to choose R, Jack starts yelling at him. Then he secretly makes a hand gesture that means deception. Ben catches on and switches letters, avoiding another anchor question. Mike isn't so lucky. He soon lands on one and can't give Kun's full name. All 7 accumulated downward points activate at once. The anchor crashes lower, barely missing their heads. They survive, but the next threat comes almost immediately. Mike lands on another anchor question. This time, he has 10 seconds to solve an insanely difficult limit problem. The clock runs out. All 8 downward points activate. Ben tries to shield Jack with his own body. At the last second, the blade stops just inches away. They survive again. Now Jack stops focusing only on the questions. He starts studying the anchor, how far it drops, the angle of the platform, even the length of his own arm. Because before the game started, Jack secretly measured the distance between the anchor and their bodies. The organizers soon realize he's figuring something out. John starts interfering with the game. He can move the anchor questions. He can even change the difficulty on the spot. Whenever Jack tries to pick an anchor question, John swaps it for a normal one. When Ben or Mike takes a turn, they're given high-value questions designed to make them fail. Their downward score eventually reaches 12. One more failed anchor question will kill all 3 of them. Then Mike lands on one. He has 15 seconds to name 8 4-character phrases that fit a specific pattern. Mike tries to answer. Jack suddenly starts shouting beside him, deliberately breaking his concentration. Time runs out. Wrong answer. All 12 downward points activate. Kun hits the switch. The anchor comes crashing down. Then everyone freezes. The blade doesn't touch any of them. Instead, it slams straight into the metal platform below and gets stuck. That's when everyone realizes why Jack wanted Mike to fail. The first 3 drops were 1, 7, and 8 levels. That's 16 levels total. At that point, the anchor was only about 2 centimeters from their bodies. Using the safe distance he measured earlier, Jack figured out that each level moved the anchor about 3 centimeters. Later, he answered an anchor question correctly and raised it 3 levels. That meant if the next drop was exactly 12 levels, the anchor would pass beyond the point where it could reach them. It would slam directly into the angled metal platform instead. Jack never lost control. The moment he realized the organizers could manipulate the questions, he stopped trying to beat their game. He started calculating how to make the anchor useless, and in the end, they were all survivors.